What if I told you that your next Social Security deposit, landing in your account as soon as May 9th, could be more than just another monthly check? What if I told you that you could see anywhere between $1,974 and $6,052 dropped into your account, depending on your eligibility, and that this isn't just talk or guesswork, but part of a confirmed federal deposit schedule? Here's the truth. Thousands of seniors across the United States are waking up each month unaware of just how much they're actually owed and how their payment dates are shifting, sometimes by weeks. With rising costs of food, rent, and medication, every single day and every dollar matters. That's why knowing your exact payment date, the amount you could receive, and how SSI, SSDI, and retirement benefits are calculated in May 2025 is no longer optional, it's essential. In this video, I'm not giving you speculation. I'm breaking down real numbers released by the Social Security Administration, including confirmed deposit ranges and full delivery timelines. Whether you receive SSI, SSDI, retirement, or survivor benefits, this is where the confusion ends. If you've ever looked at your check and thought, wait, is this all I was supposed to get? You need to hear this. No more vague updates. No more false rumors. Just clear, up-to-date facts, backed by policy, confirmed by schedule, and explained in plain English. Stick with me for just a few minutes, and you'll leave this video with a full understanding of May's payout calendar, why some people are receiving up to $6,052, and what steps you can take now to ensure your money arrives on time and in full. Let's start with what everyone really wants to know: when is the money coming, and how much can I expect? Now, the Social Security Administration has already laid out the calendar, but most people either miss the updates or don't fully understand how the schedule works, and the government doesn't exactly make it easy with all the different programs, conditions, and payment groups. So let me break it down in a way that actually makes sense, and more importantly, helps you prepare. If you're receiving SSI supplemental security income, then your payment is usually scheduled for the first of every month. But because May 1st fell on a Wednesday this year, those checks were processed right on time. That means if you're in the SSI group, that payment should already be in your account, unless there's an issue with your bank, direct deposit setup, or a delay on the financial institution's end. Always double-check your banking alerts and SSA account if something feels off. Now, here's where it gets even more important. Many seniors receive both SSI and Social Security. If that's you, you're in the dual payment group. In this case, you get your SSI on the 1st, and then your standard SSA benefit comes a few days later, often on the 3rd. That second payment can range from a few $100s to several thousand, depending on your work history, disability classification, and benefit category. Now, here comes the major headline, the May 9th payment, which is what has a lot of folks talking. This date applies to seniors whose birthdays fall between the 1st and 10th of the month and who receive regular Social Security retirement or disability benefits. This is part of the staggered payment system the SSA uses to manage its massive payout system. So if your birthday falls in that range and you're receiving traditional Social Security, not SSI, but SSA retirement or SSDI, then May 9th is your magic day. Now, let's address the amount, $1,974 to $6,052. That's a pretty big range, right? And a lot of people are wondering how anyone could get over $6,000 in a single month. Let me be clear, that upper figure doesn't apply to everyone. That's the maximum for certain individuals, especially those who delayed retirement until age 70 and had high lifetime earnings. These recipients could qualify for the highest possible Social Security retirement benefit. If you're in that category, congrats, you played the long game and it's paying off. But most seniors are in the $1,700 to $2,300 range on average. That's still a lifeline, especially when every dollar counts. What's often missed is how COLA, the cost of living adjustment, affects your check. Remember, earlier this year, the 2025 COLA increase kicked in, which was around 3.2%, adding a few extra dollars each month. It might not sound like much, but over the course of the year, that increase adds up. So if your January check was a bit higher than usual, that wasn't a mistake, that was COLA at work. And that new amount should continue throughout the rest of the year, including this May payment. There's also another group of people who will see their benefits land on May 15th or May 22nd, depending on when their birthdays fall. If your birthday is between the 11th and 20th, you're looking at May 15th. If your birthday is between the 21st and 31st, then May 22nd is your expected date. This is something a lot of people still don't realize. Social Security payments after the 3rd of the month are determined by your birth date, not the date you applied, not when you retired, and not even when you started receiving benefits. Now here's something else many seniors overlook: the difference between receiving payments by direct deposit and through a direct express card. Most people are now required to receive payments electronically, either through their bank or through a government-issued card. But if you've recently changed your bank, switched cards, or moved to a different payment method, it could delay your deposit. I've seen seniors wait an extra 2 to 3 days just because their new bank account wasn't verified properly. If you've made any changes recently, double-check your SSA account. It's free, it's secure, and it gives you real-time updates on your benefit status. Let's talk about taxes and deductions, another issue that quietly eats into people's benefits. Did you know that your Social Security check might be taxed if your combined income is above a certain limit? That's right, even though it's a benefit you earned over decades of work, it can still be taxed if your total income including 401k, pension, or investment returns crosses the federal threshold. For individuals, that limit is $25,000. For couples, it's $32,000. If you're above that, you might see less in your deposit than expected. This is another reason why so many seniors are caught off guard when their checks come in lower than the estimate they read online. But there's good news too. There are ways to maximize what you get, even if you're already collecting. For example, if you have a spouse who hasn't started collecting yet, or if you qualify for survivor benefits, you might be eligible for additional monthly payments. And that's not just small change, we're talking about an extra $200 to $500 per month in some cases. These benefits aren't always advertised clearly, and many people don't know they're entitled to more than what's currently coming in. Now, I know a lot of you are asking, what if my payment doesn't show up on May 9th like it's supposed to? That's a very real concern, especially with delays happening more often due to banking system issues or administrative mix-ups. If your deposit doesn't hit your account by the end of the business day, don't panic right away. Give it 24 hours. If it's still not there the next morning, contact your bank first. Sometimes the issue is on their end, not with the SSA. If they confirm nothing's pending, then reach out to the Social Security office directly, either by phone or through your SSA portal. And if you're unable to get through, your local SSA office can also look up your payment status and confirm whether it was sent and to what account. Now, let's circle back to something that really matters: your peace of mind. For a lot of seniors, this monthly payment is more than just a transaction. It's the difference between groceries and going without, between medication and a missed refill, between staying afloat and falling behind. And that's why knowing the full timeline, May 1st for SSI, May 3rd for dual recipients, May 9th, 15th, and 22nd for SSA groups based on birthdays is so important. It gives you control. It lets you plan. And in uncertain times, that knowledge is everything. So if this video helped you understand when your money is coming and how much you can expect, don't keep it to yourself. Share this information with your friends, your neighbors, your church group, or your family. The more we help each other stay informed, the fewer people get left behind by a system that doesn't always make things clear. There's so much confusion and misinformation out there about Social Security. That's why I do these updates, so you don't have to guess, worry, or rely on rumors. You deserve the truth, and you deserve to get every single penny that's rightfully yours. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next update.